Okay, good afternoon. I think it's actually high time we get started. We're not going to delay again. All right, so let's good afternoon one more time and welcome to today's live trading. We're exactly at the number I had wanted to just start up. Exact once is 50. So I think we're 50 already. Okay, so today, just like always, we're going to be looking at how the market is doing, and of course, take some good entry positions and see how much we'll be able to make for today. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my screen. Just a second. I'm going to share my screen. And hope your trade's been going perfectly well. Hope your trade's been going well. And the early hours of today has actually been full of volatilities. We've made some good profit already since the day started. And if you traded GBP pairs, congratulations, because today has actually been a profitable day for GBP traders, not just the GBP, both GBP and Euro regions has been full of activity. It's been really volatile and a money-making day. And so congratulations to those of you that took some of those trades from those regions. And today we're going to be focusing basically on the US session and hopefully take advantage of some of the trades that will be coming from that region. Okay. I don't know. Can you see my screen? Okay, hold on. It's not, I guess it's not.
We can't see your screen.
Thank you for the comment.
I can't see your screen.
Okay. Thank you for the comment once again. But I'm going to make you unmute you. I'm going to mute you actually. So thank you. What about now? Yes, I know you can actually. I know you can. This is already 6 minutes past the hour of 2, and we just need to get down to business. All right. Yesterday, I actually started up some few trades. I opened up some few trades, which I told you about. Hold on, I'm just trying to stop some person's video because it's blocking my screen. And I'm trying to locate whose video is actually on because someone's video is on and it's blocking my screen. Okay. All right. So I told us, okay, I gave us some trades on UK 100. Was it UK 100? Okay, it was a USD MXN, right? USD MXN, and I told us about this particular instrument. And as at that yesterday, I told us that okay, it was actually going to be on a sell trend. All right. Okay. I think it was somewhere around here, and I told us that okay, we're going to be selling here, and this was going to be our take profit, and it was very good. And for today, we're also going to be starting this particular analysis using this one. But before we go to this one, like I told you, every single day, we always try to start up with dollar index. So can we just go to dollar index for today? Let's see what dollar index is doing. That would give us a full knowledge of what we're going to be doing on other instruments. Okay, so this is dollar index, and I'm going to be using IPM indicator to take a look at this particular trade. And I'm starting it with we're already on 5 minutes time frame. All right. Now, over the period, especially between yesterday and today, this particular instrument has been on a bullish run. It has actually been on a bullish run, and it has broken some major resistance levels on this particular time frame. Yeah, it has broken some major resistance level. If you check here, where the price is currently, okay, great. At this point was actually a major resistance. All right, I've actually been on this particular trade for a very long time, but today this particular trade has broken above it. Remember, this analysis is on 5 minutes. All right, so it has broken above this particular resistance and currently resting on it. All right, currently resting on it. So this particular instrument might just want to do a little bit of a retracement before continuing on the uptrend. All right, it probably might just want to do a little bit of a retracement before continuing on this uptrend. If you check the IPM indicator, it's actually showing a bear harami right there, and it's showing a retracement that there is a possible reversal in the market, but there is no confirmation yet. There is no confirmation on this particular trade. There is no confirmation yet, so I might just not dive into a sell immediately. I can only take a sell if it comfortably goes below this particular threshold. All right, so if I'm going to be selling at this point, then my take profit is going to be all the way down. All right, all the way down. I'm going to be taking all this period as my take profit. But if I'm going to be taking a buy, okay, like at this point, I'm going to be considering only as when the buy goes above 103.61. All right, only when the trade goes above 103.61 before I go in for a buy. So please, for now, don't just jump into a sell on this particular instrument. Hold on for a complete breakout. If it goes below this moving average, all right, and hopefully by then this moving average would have changed color, then I'll go in for a sell. And that is also below this particular threshold right here. Okay, that's below this particular threshold. So like I said, don't jump into a sell, but rather hold on for price to get to some major key levels before you jump into any trade. So I personally, I'm going to be at the current market price. I am not selling at this point. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be selling once price gets to this 303.420, 303.420, and I'm going to be taking my profit right at this 303.313. But please, there is fundamental coming up, I think by 240. There is a fundamental coming up by 240 or 245. Please take note of that and make sure that you are out of those trades before then, because the trade is going to, those fundamentals is going to be very volatile. Okay, but then if price by any means go above this particular region and go above my ball right here, then you can consider entering a buy at 103.61601 and take it all the way up. This one you can actually buy to any level you want. It's going to be a longer buy. All right. Now, why I had to give you take profit on this one is because the sell would not be a very long sell. The sell will not be a very long one. It will not go that far. So take your profit just at this threshold if it's going to sell. So that is actually the perfect position for you to enter any trade. That will be a perfect position. And in that case, let's look at USD MXN. Now, because of the strength on the US region, that is actually why you've been seeing this particular instrument has been pushing up. All right, because of the strength on this particular instrument, and this is actually 1 hour time frame low. So let's just travel a little bit to 1 hour time frame and see what's going on. Do you see on 1 hour time frame, this particular trade is showing more of a buy momentum? Do you understand? And it's headed to this verified resistance. Now let's use IPM also and see what we've got. On 1 hour time frame, okay, it has comfortably broken above this point and is headed to that verified resistance. Do you understand? It's headed to that verified resistance. So if we're going on 5 minutes time frame, with that in mind, I am also going to be going in for an instant buy, even though it is giving me a retracement signal, but I'm going in for instant buy on this particular instrument. All right, and my take profit is all the way to this untested resistance, all the way to the untested resistance. That is where I am buying to, or all the way to that point. And that is also, remember I told you that is one of the reasons why you shouldn't just dive into a sell on dollar index, because currently dollar is still very much strong, but at this region where it is, it's showing overbought on 5 minutes time frame. So don't dive into a sell or a buy. Hold on for the breakout. But on this particular USD MXN, I'm going in for a buy, and my take profit is this untested resistance. Why will I say that? Because currently US dollars, it doesn't matter how weak US dollars is still stronger than MXN. All right, USD is still stronger than MXN. So I'm going in for a buy, and my take profit is at this point. So if price can comfortably break above here, I will go in for a further buy. Look at my moving average is still perfectly on a buy. So if you had actually entered a buy, should have been on already on a profit, and it's still headed to that untested resistance. Remember, I say headed to that untested resistance for this particular trade on 5 minutes time frame. Okay, and with that in mind, I'm going to be looking at where is my USD PLN? Okay, Okay, let's look at USDCHN. USDCHN. I told you that this is Chinese yen. All right, Chinese yen. And of course, there are lots of news you can actually get from this on this particular instrument. There are lots of news you can get from it. Okay, so let me just reboot this and use a fresh one. Okay, now this is actually how it's looking. Currently, I told you that currently the US dollars is strong, right? But Chinese instrument, Chinese yen also has actually been also not doing badly. Okay, if you went through some of the news that actually came out today, you discover that there've been some pressure on Chinese economy, yes, but then they've actually been bouncing off very, very strong, at least recently. And even though US dollars has actually been stronger than it for a while, especially for today, this particular instrument has been doing more of a buy. But look at this bounce off just at this point. Look at this bounce off right at this point. There was a bounce off right at this point. So I would consider entering going more of a sell, but the sell would not be for a very long time. Remember, the sell is not going to be for a very long time. So I'm going in for a sell, and my take profit is going to be this at this untested support. All right, so I am selling and I'm taking my profit at this untested support. Then I will buy again from this point. All right, I will sell with an instant execution, take my profit at this untested support. Then I'll buy from this point going back up. Now, let me make it bolder. Now, this is what I'm saying. I'm going to be selling at the market price, and I'm taking my profit at this untested support right here. Then from here, I'm going to be buying again, taking it all the way up. But if you don't want to sell immediately, then you can set a sell limit. But the probability of it getting to this particular point is very much high. Do you understand? And of course, even though the trend has actually changed, look at what I'm saying. Look at what I'm saying. All right, this is what I'm saying actually. All right, this is what I'm saying. All right, so I'm saying that there's going to be a further sell to this point, then it's going to be picking up from here, going back up. So we are selling this instrument, and then we're taking our profit at this point, and then we're going to be buying from here, bringing it all the way back up. So you can decide to set up a buy limit from here, so that when it gets here, it picks up your buy coming back up. So that is what our decision on USD CHN. USD-CHN. So congratulations to those that are already on the trade. So let's just take a look at USD-PLN. I know you probably will be asking, how come these instruments are just like this? How come can't you get something different? Yes, you're going to be getting something different just a few minutes. Okay, just a few minutes. Or remember, we actually have the ones we're considering. Now look at the region where this particular trade is. Look at it on 5 minutes time frame. Do you see? Do you see? There's been a massive consolidation around here. There've been massive consolidation around here. So I personally, before I can do anything, my preference on this particular instrument is a buy. All right. My preference on this instrument is what is a buy. Reason being that there've been a massive consolidation. So all these regions are my buy regions. But if it goes below here, I'm stopping my trade at this point. All right. So I am buying all these regions, then I'm setting my stop loss at 4.1552. Do you get 4.1552? That's going to be where my stop loss would be on this instrument. Do you understand? 4.1552 would probably be where I'm going to be considering. But all these regions, I am buying, taking it up because of this massive consolidation that has actually been going on around here. The only time it went below it still came back up. All right. Even if you check it on 1 hour time frame, you discover that that point has been, okay, look at what's been going on here. All right. So so I might just have to adjust this a little bit because of this point. So I'm considering going in for a further buy from here. Unless if price can break below this point, then I'll go for a sell. All right. So, but please, on this particular instrument, a further buy from where the market is. A further buy is envisaged from the current market price going back up. A further buy is envisaged. Do you understand? A further buy is actually envisaged on this instrument. So please don't be in a haste to enter sell here. Don't be in a haste to enter sell. I am actually entering a buy, okay, from that region. Okay, so that will be, so USD PLN was buying from where it is. So we're buying at the current market price. And now let's go to your favorite instrument, Euro USD. Euro USD on 5 minutes time frame. It's actually already pushing up a little bit, and because it's bounced off from here. So for Euro USD, before we look at that again, let's just go take a look at what dollar index is doing currently. Again, let's check dollar index. Oh, okay, great. If you have set up this particular limit, if you have set up this particular trade, I think you should have been on a very good profit. So in that note, for Euro USD, we are buying, and our take profit is going to be at this verified resistance. Yeah, you're buying more of Euro USD. So please, for Euro USD, we are buying Euro USD, and you're not buying for a long time. Your take profit is going to be at price 1.07866, 1.07866. That is where we're buying to on this Euro USD. So if you have a good volume to enter some good lots, then you should be able to make some good profit on that. And if I were you, if I get to that point, I'm going to sell again. But also be careful because of the fundamental series of fundamentals that will be coming out later today. I think it should be around 240, 245. Please check your Forex Factory to be sure. But I will actually look at the Forex Factory for you to know the level of effectiveness of that news. Also on USD JPY, on that note, I'm going to be going in for a sell on USD JPY, but that is on 5 minutes time frame. So let's go to 5 minutes time frame and see how it's behaving. Okay, now this has been a major bounce off also. This has been a major bounce off. So all these regions, I am actually still buying this particular instrument because I expect a little bit of a recovery. So I'm buying USD JPY. Okay, USD JPY is actually supposed to be a sell, but please, because of this massive downturn, I don't know what happened. There was no any fundamental on this particular instrument, so it's possible something else probably would have pushed this market. All right, please don't enter a sell on this instrument until you see this a break below at price 138.385. Okay, now you can set up a sell trade at price 138.385. 138.385. You can set up a sell trade around there. I will not be in a haste to enter buy on this trade. I will not be in a haste to enter buy on this trade. Do you understand? So I will not be in a haste to jump into a buy. I'll prefer to hold on to my position and then enter a sell at price 138.385. If you want to enter a buy, please enter a buy after this point, because you might be looking at it and you feel like, oh, this particular trade most likely is going to record more of a buy on this particular trade, maybe recover this trade. Now, if you want to enter a buy because of this recovery, which most likely is going to happen, then you can set up a buy also at price 138.587. 138.587. That is at this price level. Set up a trade at this point. But now let me tell you something. This particular instrument is a resilient instrument. It always have the ability to cover up. At least, I know most instrument does it, but then no one does it better than USD JPY. So I personally, I can advise a buy on this particular place and take your profits at this particular entry position, this buy entry I'm giving you. Do you understand? You can take up a buy here and then take your position here and profit at this point, and then you can continue a further sell. Do you understand? But if you don't want, set up a buy order here and then set up a sell order at this point. Buy order at price 138.587 and then sell order at price 138.385. I would prefer to do that. But I personally, I would have just entered a buy, take my profit at this point, because we know that with the way the market is heading is to get to this point. All right, you can enter a buy, just take your profit at this entry position rather than waiting all along. But this sell is still very much valid. Do you understand? All right. So if you even want to make it a better way, if you get to that point, man, sell again and then bring it all the way down. That is one of the best ways of doing it. So if you actually entered the buy already, you should have been on good profit. And if you're still considering it, yeah, it will get to this entry position. It will get to the buy entry. So if you want to take up a buy, take your profit at 138.587. 138.587. Or if you don't want to, wait for price to get there before now considering a buy. But I personally, I would have done this. Okay, so let's check GBP USD. Yeah, we're actually going to consider gold today. Yeah, we'll look at gold today. All right, but before we go to gold, let's take a look at some of these instruments. Now, GBP USD, what do you think? I'm actually looking at GBP USD to still get to this price level. all right, to retest this point. So please don't be in a haste to enter sell on GBP USD, but we are considering a buy. I am actually still buying on GBP USD. I'm still entering a buy on GBP USD. All right, yeah, I'm still going in for a buy, and my take profit is going to be just at this weak resistance right there. So we're entering a buy at the current price, and we're taking our profit all the way down there. Now, if you actually want to check, let's try to use the calculator to see the possible trade that would probably profits would have made on this particular instrument. I would have said, okay, oh, of course, here is the price. Let me just bring the price right all the way down. And of course, this is actually the TP, but I'll just drag it a little bit lower. All right. Okay, so TP right here. So I think I should have been making about and I'm risking about 4% of my capital. So I'm using 0.91, all right, 0.91 lots, and I'm risking just about 4% of my capital. So on this particular trade, I'm making about 61,000 naira from it. 61,000 naira from it on this trade alone. I'm making about 61K from this particular trade. So I think it's actually a very good trade for me to take. So I'm taking advantage of this trade. Just not so much of a big one, but this is just about 14 pips, but it's still a profitable 14 pips. So I'm going in for a buy on GBP USD, and I'm taking my profit right at 1.24119. 1.24119. Okay, so let's just all right, fine. Let's consider gold. Let's consider gold. Then okay, so now gold actually had a massive push up. All right, just some few minutes ago, gold had a massive push up, and it's actually been doing perfectly well. And that is because of the weakness in dollar. Remember that period that we said dollar is actually weak? Yeah, that is actually when this happened. And some person that actually entered, this is actually one of the trade I actually had before I came out, and obviously it has already taken profit. All right, so now this is where I had to zoom this in out for you to see what this particular instrument has been doing right here. Tested here, came down, tested here, came down, tested here, run had a massive bit of a push down, and it's currently here, but it has broken above it. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? With what the market is doing right now, please don't jump into a sell. What you do is that set up a sell just around here. Take your profit at the Tonko resistance. Do you understand? Take up a sell right about here. Then take your profit at the Tonko resistance. Sorry, a buy rather. Take up a buy at 1966.04. 1966.04. Now, why will you do that? So that once this particular candle reverses, you are going to be swimming in profit. Once this particular candle have any massive reversal, you're going to be making some really good profit. Do you understand? But if it goes below the Tonko resistance right about here, you can enter a sell, bringing it all the way till this point. All right. So now you probably will be asking, so what do you think? I'm actually feeling like this particular instrument is going to be getting to this Tonko resistance at this point. So I am going in for a more of a buy. But like I said, I'm not entering immediately. I will just wait for the reversal. Once this particular trade reverses at this point, I'm going to be buying at 1966.04. 1966.04. So that I should refresh my chart. My chart is actually my chart is at the right place. So I think you two actually have to refresh your own chart. All right. Let me still refresh again, just in case it's network. But with what I'm saying, a fresh candle just formed. If it's not the correct this, and a fresh candle probably wouldn't have formed. All right. So I am going in for a buy. I have refreshed my chart like 2 times, and I think the chart is actually updated. Okay. Did you notice anything? Do you think my price level is not the same price level with yours? Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. So that is actually my entry position. All right, 1966.04, and then I'm taking it all the way to that point. Now, reason being that it has comfortably broken above this major resistance that has been here. It's actually a proven resistance, or let's say verified resistance, and it has broken above it. So I'm considering a further buy to this point before any major sell-off. All right, before any major sell-off. We just have 2 minutes. And for those of you that have actually been following our agro commodity sessions, I hope yesterday was successful for you. And Even the one that we panicked a little bit, which is the wheat. I said because of the resistance there, you shouldn't just dive into wheat. But I know agro commodity yesterday was a massive profit for us. And we're also going to be looking at agro commodities today. All right, we're going to be looking at agro commodities today. So for our gold, we're already on profit. And just in 2 minutes time, we are going to be looking at a massive volatility. But let's just use these few seconds to check US 2000. Gold traders should already be on profit, and congratulations to you. Now let's look at US 2000 on 5 minutes time frame. 5 minutes time frame, US 2000, 5 minutes time frame. Now, what do you think about US 2000? I am going in for a sell. Did I just see a gap up at this point? Okay, my US 2000 chart is not updated. Now, this one is not updated. So let me just refresh my chart to make sure that it's up to date. You said you have no audio. Can everybody hear me? Can anyone hear me? Someone said I don't have any audio, so I want to be sure that my network is actually okay. Great. So some persons can hear me, sir. So I think we're actually good. I think we're actually good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. GBP USD, remember, we're still buying. All right. I just want to take off some few things so that just want to take up some few things so that I don't hang my system because I have a particular indicator. Okay. US 2000. Okay. I know it wasn't up to date as at the time. All right. Now look at where US. Oh, look at this. Look at this on US 2000. This is a gravestone doji. Do you understand? This is a number one. We had a hammer, all right, an inverted hammer that just turned. Okay, this even a normal hammer is not an inverted one. All right. Now this is a gravestone doji that just formed at this point, and the next minute is oh great. So because of this gravestone doji, you already know what this is all about. So we're still buying US 2000. Please, we're buying US 2000. My chart was just having a little bit. I think it was actually network. I feel so. All right. I feel it was network, and I'm trying to find out exactly. Yeah, it's network. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But US 2000 we're buying. All right. Gold. Okay, perfect. If you actually bought gold, congratulations. You should have been on a very good profit. And US 2000 also, we're still buying, please. We're still buying US 2000. I know you can't see my screen perfectly very well because it's hanging a little bit. But yeah, we're still buying US 2000. Now, what I was trying to explain to you before my chart froze is this gravestone doji. Anytime you're seeing this kind of formation, price rejection and a gravestone doji, it is a complete confirmation for you to go in for a further buy. Now it is the end of that particular trend, especially on 5 minutes. Don't tell anybody. Especially on 5 minutes time frame. This particular formation works perfectly well on 5 minutes time frame. You say I reduced my voice a little bit because I don't want people to hear it. But truth be told, this particular kind of formation, anytime you see this kind of rejection and a gravestone doji like this, just go in for a buy. One of the best price action, what's it called? One of the best price action formations. Once you see this trade, just go in for a buy and then make some good profit out of it. Look at, come on, look at the trade. Look at the trade. All right. Look at the trade. It said God has hit TP. Congratulations. Oh, wow. My chart is just having a little bit of a deal. Oh, great. For those that traded on gold, congratulations. GBP USD, I said continue with the buy. I believe you should still be on that buy, right? You should still be on that buy. You should still be on that buy. I'm trying to get my, let me just rescan my saver because I noticed that my MT4 had a network issue. Okay, I think we're back now. We're back now. My MT4 actually had a little bit of network issue, but we're back. It's going now. All right, great. So that is that for gold. Now gold has gotten to take profit. US 2000, I believe you bought. All right, I hope you bought. All right, so let's just use this remaining time to look at the agro commodities. For those that trade on agro commodities, this is your time. This is your moment. All right. Now, this particular agro commodities, it opens. Now, we're using 1 hour time frame. All right. We're using 1 hour time frame. We're not using 5 minutes. Agro commodities, please, is on 1 hour time frame. Don't forget, agro commodities is on 1 hour time frame. And what we're looking at for is at the opening session, opening time, the market opens by 2:35 p.m. Currently, the market is closed. If you want to enter any trade on agro commodity, it will not go. All right. But once it's 2:35, the market opens. And we're looking at wheat, corn, and soybean. And please, this is just for those that have some good volume in their trade. And the strategy that we're using is 1 pip to 1 lot strategy. 1 pip to 1 lot strategy. That is, once we see that formation, once we see that setting, we enter with a very good lot, and then we're only targeting about 1 pip or 2 pips. Now, 1 pip on 1 standard lot on corn is about 100 and something thousand naira. Just 1 pip is about 144K or thereabout. And on wheat should be almost at the same price level. Then on soybean is about 80 something K. Do you understand? So these are some of the things that we're looking out for. So once you see that settings that we're looking out for, we enter instant execution. It's not a penny order, it's an instant execution. All right. Once you enter the trade, just monitor it, goes in your direction, you go out of the trade. That is for agro commodity. That is for agro commodities. That is a strategy that we're using. And in few seconds, actually, okay, perfect. The market has actually opened, is 2:30 already. So let's see the direction. Oh, why is my chart delaying? Okay, let's see the direction. Okay, now it actually had a gap down. All right, corn had a gap down. So I am going in for a further sell on corn. Soybean has not refreshed yet. I'm trying to refresh my chart just to see the direct, which also had a gap down. So I am going in for a sell on corn. I'm going in for a sell on corn. I'm going in for a sell on wheat. And I'm also going in for a sell on soybean. So agro commodity, I am selling them. All right. I'm selling wheat. I am selling corn, and I'm selling soybean. I'm selling wheat. I'm selling corn, and I'm selling soybean. My chart, why is it having some network issue? Okay, great. For MXN, I guess the MXN didn't hit the buy take profit. I said, okay, buy to this point, but it didn't hit exactly the take profit before retracing. But USD CHN has gotten to the take profit at this point, and USD PLN also has gotten there. But here is, remember, we're buying from this point and we're still going up. But for USD MXN, please don't close up the trade, because it's still going to push up. It's still going to push up. So for agro commodities, remember, I'm selling wheat and I'm selling corn. Okay, now my chart is actually having a little bit of network issue. All right, but let's just use this remaining minutes to check the fundamental that is coming out by 2:30 or 2:35. I don't know how come. It seems my chart is having some network issues. I'll find out why this is happening, and then I get that rectified. So let me check the fundamental coming out a few minutes from now, and then also tell you what to expect. Okay. All right. In Forex Factory, we have about okay, we have 1:45. So 1:45 p.m. Flash Manufacturing PMI. Now, Flash Manufacturing PMI measures the rate of diffusion, trade diffusion. So in the next about 7 minutes, this particular trade is going to be coming out. So in the next 7 minutes, you're going to be seeing the fundamental coming out. So get ready. In the next 7 minutes, you'll be seeing this news. And it's actually volatile. If you want to see the real volatility, check it out on 15 minutes, 5 minutes to 15 minutes. You should be able to make some really good profit using those time frames. 5 minutes and 15 minutes, you should be able to make some good profit on those trades. So we have Flash Manufacturing PMI, Flash Service PMI, and by 3 o'clock, you're going to be having a new home sales. Now, this particular one might be a medium impact news, but it is profitable. It is profitable, so don't play less of it. All right, so I think that should, I need to rectify exactly why my chart is having some my network is not having issues, but my chart is having some network issues. I'm trying to find out why, if it's from my end or what. Okay, I think it's actually from my account. Okay, for agro commodities, somebody just said no TP or SL on agro commodities. Now you are not actually supposed to stay for a very long time, so I wouldn't just give you anything. So I am not staying long on agro commodities, so you're not staying long. You're just a very short trade and then going out of it. So with that in mind, get ready for the trade that's going to be coming out in a few minutes time, and have a wonderful trading experience. Have a wonderful trading experience. And till tomorrow, see you same time, same link. Have a wonderful day and enjoy the fundamental coming out. Let me go set up my own trade also for the fundamental. I would have loved to stay with you for fundamental, but that is also my own trading time. I also need to enjoy what you enjoy. Have a lovely day. See you tomorrow, same time, same channel. God bless you.